All right, Eric, we're here. We're trying to find out the secrets of your success. We're having our drinks. It's midnight in your time. Tell us,
Hmm.
let's start off by what are we drinking tonight? Let's start there.
All right. So tonight, it's midnight in Luxembourg. I just got back. We have family in town. We went out to dinner with them and some friends. Got home, and my nightcap is Glen. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Glengariok.
All right.
Glen Glengariok 12.
It's a scotch.
It's a That's a Highland Scotch. Yeah, it's
Nice.
delicious. Yeah, fresh heather, poached pears, and just a hint of oak. Which, of course, I was picking up before I read that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't
Yeah,
need to read the
obviously.
bottle. You knew.
Yeah. What are you having?
I picked up a new bottle last night called Peg Leg. I read about it in a recent review over in I want to say Singapore, but I don't think that's right. It rated like world's best for that competition, and I found it at my local watering hole. So I picked it up, and it's super good. Very smooth,
Nice.
low alcohol rating, and I
Hmm.
poured a big glass because it's yummy.
Hey, yeah, awesome. Well,
So
cheers.
cheers! Thanks for joining for the video. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, happy to.
I don't want to crunch ice while I'm talking to you, so spit that out real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I was telling Rachel before we started recording, I think you and Katie have the
Hmm.
high scores for every week so far, right? We're sitting, this is week 7, except for
Yeah.
maybe 1 week. So I think it's been you and Katie for every week except for one. I
Yeah.
think Vince had it
Which,
once.
yeah, it's weird. I had the low score the first week, but then I had the high score weeks 2, 3, 4, and I think just 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah.
Right,
So that,
yeah,
yeah, crazy.
that's wild. And then Katie has been just as dominant. I think she's got 2 or 3 as well. And I think Vince has
Hmm.
one in there as well. But just, you guys have been crushing it. So tell us what's the secret.
I mean, I think that I mean, so CJ Stroud I picked up with what, the third or fifth, fourth pick or something, and I remember getting a lot of shit for that. But he has clearly panned out and been
He's
pretty
been
good.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I honestly, so Michael Thomas, he was my number one pick in our startup
Initial.
year,
Yeah.
in our initial startup year, and it like so that's I did terribly the first years. He's finally starting to get me some points.
Yeah.
I think he's probably like an RB3 right now, but at least he's playing at all, so that's something.
He's
And
a
then I
wide
think
receiver,
honestly,
but I like
I
that.
think yeah, I mean it's something, right? Yeah. And then I think the biggest thing is in my guy Travis Kelsey, like
Mm.
he's found love this year, so he's going big as he has always done, but even bigger this year. So
Travis
it's been
Kelsey
yeah, it's
is just,
been helpful.
they, I don't know, like, obviously he's getting older, but he's
Yeah.
producing every single year. And it's like, when are the wheels going to fall off? They don't look like they're anytime soon. It's crazy.
I mean, I hope that it's never ever. So
Right. He
yeah,
just keeps going like the Duracell battery.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. And yeah, CJ Stroud is looking like the best Ohio State quarterback to enter the NFL, maybe ever. So, um,
Yeah.
looking like a
So
great
far, so
pickup.
good. Yeah, and then I mean, my like I have Zach Moss and Swift at running back, and they've both been destroying in a way that I didn't expect. So
Yeah,
so far, so good.
the production from Swift this year has been fantastic. Obviously, he got traded, and there was some
Yeah,
question marks there, but man, he has really,
yeah, he
that's
stepped
been
up.
great. Yeah, that's really
And then
good.
the funny thing is, I somehow have Kadarius Tony. So
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
God. He played for the Gators, right?
He did. So and this is the thing. Like historically in fantasy football, I try to be as like I'm not into a team. I don't care about NFL as much as possible, and I attribute that to my success. But I still, I pick up some Gators
You got
that
to get your
that I
Gators, right?
shouldn't pick up. So yeah, I mean, we all have a little bit of heart, even if we try not to.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
That's great, man. I love it. Well, hey, Kadarius Tony, he's been funny to rag on too, but he's not had as bad of a showing after what was that week 1 or 2 where he was just abysmal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, tell me, we got some guys that are already sitting at like 1-5. Any words of advice for them other than just like give up and look for a new manager?
I mean, my only advice is like with as little as I try and as well as I'm doing, like you do something, right? Like you how can you be that bad if you just do anything,
Some people are
right?
just really bad at things.
Yeah, just like start a functional lineup, like be aware of, you know, if you have good players on your team and just do better.
That's
Right? Like
great.
it's that simple.
I wish my team would just do better. But all right, let's see. One more thing and then we'll get into the pick'ems this week. So Brendan informed me that he is I think he's already there. Nick is getting married this year. And Brendan is flying in to be in the wedding. Give him, as a married man, some words of advice for a successful wedding or marriage, maybe even marriage.
A wedding or marriage?
That's good. The wedding part's the easy part. It's the marriage part that you gotta have the advice on, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, successful marriage. I mean, everyone says this, but it is a give and take, right? I mean, it's a partnership. Listen to each other, care about each other, love each other, and like you'll figure it out, right? There are things that don't work and there are things that do, and just treat it like a partnership, and you'll do well.
And from my point of view, it's say sorry a lot. Just a
Oh yeah,
lot of sorries.
yeah, yeah. That's also important. Yeah,
All right, listen, I'm gonna try. I don't know how it's gonna work now that I've got like a screen recording and a FaceTime with you, but I'm gonna try to pull up our matchups for this week. So
yeah.
let me see what we can do here. You're still able to hear me
Yeah.
and see me?
I'm able to do, and I have them pulled up too. So,
All right, cool.
hey, look what we have.
Hey guys.
Hey, we got
Katie.
Katie.
Sorry, I had to run out and get beer.
Hey,
No worries.
that is absolutely understandable.
Priority.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell it, what beers did you get? That's where we're starting at. We'll get back to you on
Oh,
the questions.
honestly, I'm feeling like Christmas is coming a little early. I have a Christmas IPA.
Nice. That sounds really tasty. I'm a big fan of it. And honestly, Sterling has already been putting on Christmas music on on Pandora on Alexa, so like I'm for it.
That's amazing.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Halloween this year has been like amplified in all the yards. I don't know. It's crazy to see the amount of decorations and stuff. So
Oh my God. We have, okay, no joke, and I'll make this quick because I know we're trying to keep it kind of short, but we have a couple on the way to the kids' school, and they have like the plastic skeletons propped over two barrels, and they have tubes coming out of their mouths, and at night they have green glow in the dark slime that they turn on and it pumps out. The kids love it. I mean, I love it.
That's
yeah,
incredible.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
it's
So,
incredible.
yeah.
Oh,
So, well,
I need
Katie,
to up my game. I just bought 2 inflatables a couple years ago, and that's it.
oh yeah. Well, you got us
I'm
beat.
like,
We put two styrofoam what is it? The gravestones in our yard, and one of them broke from the storm recently. So we're like at 1 3/4 right now.
oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Well, Katie, tell us about. I took Eric through the questions already, so I'll take you through them real quick. Tell us why you think you're succeeding so much. You and Eric are absolutely shitting on all of us. What are you doing?
I
What are you feeding your
Cheers to
team?
us.
Cheers to you guys. Seriously.
winning. I mean, I will say that I got handed a really phenomenal team from the great Brandon. But I had a couple players on there that I was doubtful about that continue to impress me. But yeah, I know Turd beat me in the second game, I think. But
Yeah,
from there on out, I was pretty confident to beat Mihal this weekend, seeing as I have both Mostert and Tyreek Hill on my block, and there he is with Tua. So I'm like, well, anything he scores, I get more.
Yeah, and everything goes to those two.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it's been fun.
You got any words of
But
advice for those like low bottom teams that are like just at the opposite end of the spectrum than you two?
I guess, I mean, do better. I
don't. Common theme. That was a common answer there. Just do better, man.
Stop sucking.
Do better. I don't know. I did throw on my Iowa Hawkeye ball cap because I know there's a little bit of the luck of the Irish happening here.
Yeah.
I know Iowa's getting picked on right now for having one of the lowest offensive scoring teams, yet will likely make it in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well, listen, we're going to hop into the matchups for the week and go through just kind of picks for this week. Are you able to see the matchups, and do you want to do some pick'ems with us?
Oh, sure. Hold on. Let me open the app.
Oh, trust me, I'm fumbling through it as well, so no worries. So, Erik, let's start with yours and our two-time champion, straight cash homie, Peter, who's not having a championship run right now, but obviously could come back. Kyler Murray just got reinstated to play soon. He's not playing this Sunday. No, that was last weekend. Excuse me, last weekend. We're looking at this weekend, Matt.
Yeah, let's go to this weekend.
All right, so you're playing Knicks, Wilson to Wilson. You got 12 on the board already from Michael Thomas. Great showing from him. He came in with a solid touchdown catch. Foster Moreau absolutely shit the bed with a potential for a touchdown, but didn't come down with it. Tell us what you're thinking here with you versus Nick, our wedding boy.
So, I mean, it's already giving me, an 80% chance of winning. But I'm also I'm gonna pull Pickett off of Taxi tomorrow. So
all right,
I'm gonna get another 20 points, up on the board. Like, this is a clear win for me, no questions asked. Let's just move on.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about it. What do you think, Katie? Anything that strikes your eye as worthy of talking about here?
Shit, I was looking at straight cash homie, but I know I need to come back to Wilson to Wilson.
Wilson to Wilson and Erik, yep.
In the second quarterback position, they're starting Donovan People. I think that's all that needs to be said.
Right.
You do need to update your roster, though. You got Stroud still.
Yeah, still showing a bye here.
I need to make room to get. I know I need to make room to get Pickett. Taxi, and I
poor Nick. He's got a 20% chance to win, and Erik has got a goddamn not playing quarterback in his super flex position. It's just not looking good for Nick.
No.
All right, let's drop out of there. I think we all agree Erik's on to that one. Let's talk about Vince's Cancer Boys versus two-time champion Peter's straight cash homie, which is a fantastic name, one of my favorites. I actually copied it into another league. So talk to me about Vince versus Peter. 4-2 for Vince, 2-4 for Peter. Obviously, Peter's got a gap already. He's not showing what he's going to put in one of his flex spots. But what do we think is going to happen here, guys? Josh Allen, Brock Purdy. We've got Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs is going to blow up this weekend. They're projecting him at almost 19 points here in our league. Ezekiel Elliott had a great run last week, but I don't see that being duplicated. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go Cancer Boys on this one again. I think Purdy being an ex-Cyclone, I just can't ever vote for straight cash homie in this instance. So
no, you can't. I understand that.
Yeah,
well, I'm going opposite. I'm going
playing really good.
You're going straight cash homie. Yeah, hell yeah.
Katie picked against me, so I'm opposite of whatever Katie says.
Okay, I dig it. I have the worst luck betting against Vince. Every time I have said Vince is going to win, he has lost. Every time I have said Vince is going to lose, he has won. I do think Vince ends up pulling out a win here. I actually think that last weekend, Brock Purdy got exposed quite a bit. And so I think a lot of teams are going to start. Oh, shit. One of my rooster is absolutely railing a hen right now. Sorry, guys. Got distracted. Get it, Snowflake. Sorry. I think Brock Purdy might be exposed. I actually do think that he is not going to do well, but it's against Minnesota, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we got split. I'm going to go Vince. Katie's going Vince. Erik's going Peter. I like it. Yeah. All right, let's look at Lyndon versus Ian's Dodd Take Mahomes, which, Ian, again, you got to change your name, dude. You traded Patrick Mahomes, and now you have the wonderful Daniel Jones in your quarterback.
Mahomes.
All right, this is going to be an interesting one. Linden has not updated his roster at all, so I think you're going to have to
Oh,
take a look
wow.
at his bench. He has got Bipocalypse going
Yeah.
on, but the funny thing is that Ian
He's
is
got
absolutely
the boy
ransacked.
band roster. The bye 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 bye
Oh my
bye.
gosh, they're all gone, like everything. So, I mean, I'm going to go Ian right off the bat. Like, I don't think that Linden can fill enough spots for this to
No,
look good. Obviously, he'll get a little bit of a bump here, but what do you think, Eric?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think we can just move on.
Yeah. Katie, are you in agreement? You think Ian takes this?
Yeah, I think Keenan Allen comes back strong. I mean, I'm kind of shocked the guy is still playing as well as he is. I think
Yeah.
Keenan carries Ian to the finish line. Yeah.
Yeah,
Going.
Keenan's having a great year. So we're all
Yeah.
on the Ian team there. I like it. All right, so we've done Vince and Peter. We did Lyndon and Ian. We did Nick and Eric. Let's talk about, I know this is close to your heart, Katie, but let's talk about Maku versus Wonderwolf here. So we got Aubrey versus Paul here. Paul sitting at 3-3. Aubrey, maybe surprising for the league, sitting at 3-3 right now. Very, for me at least, very surprising. What do we think?
No, it is very surprising. He hollered in the background.
Oh, Aubrey, that sweet, sweet summer
I
child.
know. Um, so I'll say that I picked him to win the week that I did send out a video, and he ended up
Yes.
taking his losses. So this time I'm going to pick him to lose. In hopes he somehow wins.
All right. What do you think, Eric? What do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, we got 26 out of Kamara already on the board.
Big.
Right? Hurt still is QB1. At the QB2 spot, he has another quarterback versus Evans.
Stafford, yeah.
I think that's the win.
I do think Zach Evans might be the backup player to have on that team, right? So that's the rookie, I think, right? Zach Evans is the rookie, and he was a big waiver wire pickup this week on a lot of the teams because Kyron Williams is out for a while. So I do think that Zach Evans might produce. We'll see how that pans out for him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm with you. I think Paul's Wonderwolf team is going to take that one pretty handedly. All right, Katie, here we go. We're talking about the incumbent, right? I think I used that word right. Kittlebit O'Connor, that's Mike. He won it last year versus you. It's not looking pretty for Mike right now. You're showing 97% chance of winning. Derek Carr, even though that team looks like garbage, put up 22 points over projection by 6. What do you think's going to happen here? Give it to us straight.
I think I continue to dominate. I'm not gonna lie.
No surprises here.
I think I'm gonna be bold here. I think I finished out the year without another loss.
Oh my God! Put it on the board.
Wait, but so you don't
put
play
it out there. Come after me.
She's taking the championship.
I probably do play you again, huh? Yeah, you did deal me my loss.
Your singular loss. Yep. 5-1, Katie. 5-1.
No, but Kittlebit O'Connor still has Tom Brady on their team. What is that about?
I mentioned this in the chat. Yes. Look at Mike's bench. It is fantastic. He is being led. The bench is being led by Tom Brady. And if you look at all of the teams, all of his other players, right? So he's got like 1, 2, 3. We'll include Gray in there. 4. Knight is a 0. James is a 0. That's 5 and 6. We've got 6 players that have played, have no points, and a cumulative of less than 2 points. It's outrageous. Outrageous. Yeah.
Other than his backup kicker, the rest of his bench is projected to score less than 2 points.
Yeah, dude. Trade high on the kicker, Mike. All right, I think we're all in agreement here. Katie takes that one. We got some pretty easy calls here. All right, let's talk about JP's all-rookie team versus Mike, South Florida Mike, Mihao. We've got Mihao sitting at 5-1 right now. He's got no picks left for like all of the next 28 years. I think he's sold out everything. I think he's even offered to like shave his mohawk and put a tattoo on his ass. He's at 5-1 right now, so it's working for him. But what do we think happens here? Another not a hard answer, hard question.
JP already has a running back who started and did nothing.
Yeah.
Almost nobody to get over 10 points. Like what is this team?
Yeah, Kendre Miller did not put up much. I do like him as a prospect. Obviously, he's going to have to wait for Kamara and Jamal Williams to get out of there. And honestly, I think they're going to have to wait for. I think Kendre Miller's going to have to wait for that coach to get replaced as well. So it may be a long run before we see Kendre put up many points. But yeah, this is probably an easy one. Katie, you agree? Mike Meehow going to 6-1.
No, I'm standing by JP.
Yes, love it.
I mean,
Wow!
In another league, straight from the shitter, he called me out as someone he would not talk ill of while on the toilet, and I'm going to stand by
Fantastic.
JP.
All
That
right.
was solid.
All right. Okay. Hey, I love JP. I understand it. Stand by your boy.
I love you, but
All right. We got the newcomers here, the trio, Hydra versus Sons of the Harpy, Yanni. 15. This is our closest matchup so far. 59% for Yanni. We got Hydra, the trio. Let's take a look at this one. This might be the best matchup so far. Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. We should got Sam Howell, who not been looking great the past few weeks, but did come out pretty quick, pretty hot. Tyrod Taylor, Jesus, did he fumble that last game? Tell us, what do you guys think, Katie?
I think Hydra needs to make a video in order to win anything from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever the against are the anonymous people, they're going down. Sons of Harpy.
You think Yanni's going down? You're calling two upsets now, I think. All right.
I think Yanni.
Oh, you think Yanni wins. All right. Eric, what about you?
I mean, I love Pacheco. I love Mahomes. I think Hydra takes this, but I think they should also film a video. I'm just proud of them for fielding a functional roster this week. So
yeah,
I think they take this one. I think they're on the up and up.
They got it in early. They took their lumps from week 1 or 2. I think it was week 2, where they all three failed to get the replacement in there in time. But yeah, they've got it in place. I do think they need to make a little video of them like shotgunning a beer or something and calling the fantasy gods for a favor. But we got a 2-4 versus a 2-4. This is a great matchup. I'm with you. I'm going with Hydra.
Yeah.
I'm going with the upset.
The same the whole time.
What's that, Katie?
I don't think we've picked the same team the whole time. I'm just looking back. Yeah, we're devil's advocates here.
Oh yeah. All right, we've got last. Oh, go ahead.
50.
All right, our last matchup for tonight. We've got RBs don't matter according to Felger, and we've got yours truly, MCAS. 116 projected versus 199 projected. 4-2 versus 4-2. What do we think is going to happen here, guys?
MCAS all day. Win by 100.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, I got you back. I don't know. I'm a little doubting the Ritter in your first slot there is always a scary thing.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I don't know if I pull this one out. I'll help you out a bit here, Katie. I don't know if I pull this one out. I'm dying on the Ritter hill for sure. I think Ritter actually is going to stay in the league, even if Arthur screws him here. Lamar Jackson and Monken have not been clicking this year, which I really thought Lamar and Mark Andrews were going to do big things. But yeah, not great. I do think that Pat Freiermuth versus the Muth is loose, if you guys listen to a certain podcast, I do think he has a good game. So I do think that the 4 points they're giving him is a little bit low. But I just don't. I have no depth down in the bench, and so I have to stick with Duvernay, which is killing me. Especially because I already am playing Jamal Hill or whatever his name is, Justice Hill. Excuse me, which I think is not great for me. So I do think I lose it. I think it'll be a closer match, but I think I'm losing this one.
The Freiermuth is out. Is that a real thing?
I don't. I think it's behind, according to what I was looking at today. So he had a hamstring going into the bye, which was last week for them. They had a bye, I believe. Yeah, last week. Yeah, and so he had a full participation at whatever point I checked today or this week, and so
Yep.
I think he actually comes out. I think he ends up with a touchdown. I mean, I'll put it on the board as well. I think he ends up with a touchdown here. I think Pickett relies on him. Against the Rams team that's not good against the Titans. So we'll see what
Love it.
happens.
Yeah. I'm big Pickett to Frymouth week. Let's go that.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we got through everyone. I'm going to switch back over to my WhatsApp so I can actually see you guys. I haven't been able to see you the whole time because I've been looking at the board on my phone. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
But
Look at what you've missed.
I know, I do. I apologize. But listen, give it to me straight. Who's gonna win it, Katie? Erik is who's gonna take it this year? Is it gonna be the Erik on top of my screen, Katie on the bottom of my screen? Is it gonna be a some ghost team that comes out of nowhere? Who's taking it this year?
I mean, I have no idea. I haven't watched any football this year. I'm into the Rugby World Cup right now. I don't know what's happening.
Ah, Erik doesn't know.
I'm generally good.
All right,
I
Katie,
also,
what do you
as,
got?
as ballsy as I am, I mean, I said I won't lose again. I guess I have to stick with it, but I also don't want to end in Erik's list of shame. um, come the future for mischaracterizing how strong my team is. But yeah, I don't know. I think Erik's got a strong team. I also think Vince has a strong team. I'm gonna say between myself, Vince, and Erik. That's kind of who I'm rooting for.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you guys carving out time to do this. This was awesome. I needed to make a big video because I missed last week with all the stuff that was going on. So cheers to you all. Thank you. I hope you guys keep dominating because it's fun as hell to watch. And maybe we can do another one of these later in the year. But I appreciate you guys so much.
We gotta get Aubrey to cheers to.
Oh, yeah. Get Aubrey. Get him. Oh, oh, Aubrey!
How's it going?
All right, I'm going to stop our recording so we can just shoot this shit. Peace, CCC.